Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am at Walter Brown Arena on the campus of Boston University in Boston, Massachusetts. I'm here to cover some high school boys hockey Bay State Conference action between the Brookline High School Warriors and the Milton High School Wildcats. Brookline coming into this game with a solid 9-6-1 overall record, as well as a 3-5-1 record in league play, which has them standing in third place in the Carey division of the Bay State Conference. Meanwhile, Milton comes in at 4-8-3 overall and 3-5-2 in league play, sitting in fourth place in the Herget division. Brookline coming off a huge win the other day on February 1st against Wellesley, a 2-1 win that put them into a tie with Wellesley at 3-5-1 in league play, with Brookline holding the tiebreaker with a better overall record and, of course, the win over Wellesley. Goal scorers in that game were Rohan Gervais and Grayson Badger. Brookline coming out with a starting lineup of Gil Markman in goal, a defensive pairing of Jacob Gurdon and Zach Cohen, and a forward line of center Colin Finnegan and wings Grayson Badger and Timothy Aiden Chin. Opposing them on the Milton High Wildcats, in goal they have Ryan Dexter, they have forward Finn Doherty, defenseman Colin Hoey, defenseman Ronan Robinson, forward John Walsh, and forward Bobby Carew. So that rounds up the two lineups as we get ready to get this game underway to the sound of the Dropkick Murphys. Colin Finnegan will be taking the opening face-off for Brookline, while it looks like Bobby Carew will be taking the opening face-off for Milton. The opening whistle comes from the official, and we are ready to get this underway. The puck drops. Brookline wins the faceoff. It's collected by Zach Cohen. He pushes it on ahead. It's collected by Milton and pushed ahead, and it's number 20 with the puck. Puts on a shot, saved by Markman. A quick opening shot by John Walsh of Milton. He took one from the right faceoff circle. Solid wrister, but a nice glove grab by Gil Markman shuts down the opening attempt. Face-off is won slightly by Brookline. Colin Finnegan pushes it out of a crowd. It's pushed on ahead, gets to Timothy Aiden Chin. He passes it over to Grayson Badger. Grayson Badger bringing it across the blue line. Badger trying to get through traffic, can't do it. And it is collected by Walsh. Walsh trying to pass it ahead, intercepted by Colin Finnegan. He brings it across the blue line, passes to his right to Grayson Badger. Badger again trying to fight through traffic. He gets through a couple defenders, shot, saved by Dexter. Some nice stick work by Grayson Badger to get around a couple of defenders. He put a nice backhander on net, but didn't have enough strength behind it, and Ryan Dexter had it well covered. So both teams threatening early here as we get ready for a new face-off with some new lineups. Face-off goes back to Rohan Gervais. He tries to put it on net, but it's deflected. Collected by number 5, Stefan McDougall. He puts it back. Shot by Gervais goes wide. It is collected by Emmett Tian. He pushes it to Gervais. Gervais trying to get it through traffic, can't do it. And it is collected by Milton. They push it on ahead. Going across the blue line, Finn Doherty passes and it's scored by number 13, Jimmy Fallon. A nice 2-on-1 run. Finn Doherty with a nice pass over to Jimmy Fallon, and Jimmy Fallon buries it. Correction, that was not Finn Doherty, that was number 12, Jack Boylan. The 2-on-1 run by Jack Boylan and Jimmy Fallon ends with a goal for Fallon, and very quickly the Wildcats take a 1-0 lead over the Warriors. Face-off is collected by Boylan, but it's taken away by Finnegan. He pushes it ahead. Chasing it down is Timothy Aiden Chin. He tries to put it in the backhand. It goes wide. Well defended by Milton. It's collected by Colin Finnegan. Pushes it to Aiden Chin and tries to push it around the boards. Collected by Badger. He tries to center it to Chin, but it's deflected and goes back to Milton. Boylan gets it across the blue line, but loses control. He's now in a battle for it. Loses it. It's collected by Brookline. I believe that's Badger who collected it. He pushes it to his right. Tries to push it ahead by Chin, Doesn't do it, but he gets it over to Badger, who then passes it over to Gurdon. Gurdon clears it on ahead. Bounces wildly along the boards, then collected by Emmett Tian. Tian trying to bring it around the boards, taken away. It's pushed ahead by Milton, but well defended, and Brookline will easily corral it. That's Zach Cohen. Pushes it on ahead, over to number 5, Stephon McDougal, but it's taken away by Milton, and now they're trying to get it through the neutral zone. Well defended by Brookline, but Milton comes away with the puck, but then it's taken away by, I believe that is Rohan Gervais, who took it away, controlled the puck, and then passed it on ahead. Emmett Tian trying to push it ahead to McDougal. McDougal can't corral it. It's cleared away by Milton, but it's controlled in the neutral zone by Gurdon, who passes it over to Cohen. Cohen trying to get around a defender. Can't do it. And now Milton is trying to take control of it. They push it away, but it's collected by Stephon McDougal. McDougal brings it around the back of his own net, trying to push it ahead. Off the back, but off the boards, but then collected by Milton. They try to push it through. It goes wide of the net, collected behind the net by Cohen. He tries to clear it on ahead. It's collected by McDougal after some deflections. McDougal trying to bring it across the blue line. He pushes it down, goes to the back boards. It's collected by Milton. They're starting to push it on ahead. They get it into the neutral zone, but it's collected by number 3, that is Eli Bach, and he pushes it down to the back boards, collected by Milton. Milton now trying to push it on ahead. They get into the neutral zone. That is number 10 carrying the puck, Andrew McDonald. McDonald gets it across the blue line into the attack zone, but he's pushed down, and it's taken away by number 9, Ellis Vish. He tries to push it ahead. Milton regains control, but all they can do is push it on ahead into the Brookline zone, where it's collected once again by Vish. Vish pushes it on ahead. It's passed back to Eli Bach, then pushed ahead to Grayson Badger. Badger tries to get it through. It's taken away by Milton, and they go into the attack zone, but it's taken away once again and corralled by Eli Bach. Bach trying to get it out. Passes it over to Chin. Bounces away from Chin, but collected by Grayson Badger. Badger now trying to go across the blue line. Trying to take it by himself. Backhand, saved by Dexter. Collected by Badger, and behind the net, passes scored by Colin Finnegan. This game is very quickly scored by both sides and very quickly tied with a nice goal by Colin Finnegan after some nice play by Grayson Badger. His first backhand shot was pushed away by Dexter, but then he corralled it behind the net, sent a nice pass into the slot for Colin Finnegan, who hit the nice shot past Ryan Dexter for the equalizer goal. 1-1 now the score. Face-off is won by Milton. They control it in their own zone. Milton brings it past the blue line, passed over to Finn Doherty, then given over to number 4. He shoots, saved by Markman. It's rebounded by number 26. And then he brings it around the back of the net, and he stops. Milton tries to put on another attack. The shot goes wide. Brookline finally corrals it, pushes on ahead. Badger trying to control it, but it bounces too much. Instead, it is controlled by Colin Hoey. He tries to clear it. It goes back to Zach Cohen in the Brookline zone. He tries to push it on ahead during a shift, but it's intercepted. An attempted centering pass is deflected by Brookline. A nice deflection by Zach Cohen, but Milton's still on the attack. Bobby Carew sends it around to John Walsh. Walsh has it taken away by Brookline. They try and push it on ahead, but it's corralled by Jack Boylan in the attack zone. He tries to push it ahead, nothing doing. Corralled by Zach Cohen, but he sends the puck out of bounds. 2 quick goals by both teams. We're not even 5 minutes into this first period, and we have a score from each side. Jimmy Fallon scoring for Milton, and Colin Finnegan putting it away for Brookline. The face-off, fight for the puck in the neutral zone. Nobody has it yet. It's now corralled by Brookline. That is Ellis Vish. He pushes it on ahead. It skips past the defender, collected by Rohan Gervais, trying to push it towards the attack. Passes it to McDougal. McDougal tried to corral it, but they blew the whistle before McDougal could push it through Dexter's legs. They said the play was dead. Brookline started to celebrate the goal, but it was blown dead by the officials as they saw McDougal trying to poke it away from Dexter inside the goalie box, so that will not count as a goal. A nice play by Rohan Gervais and Stephon McDougal, but nothing doing, and instead we have a face-off. Face-off is won by Milton in their own zone. They pushed it around behind the boards. Boylan tried to corral it, but couldn't do it. It was pushed ahead and corralled by McDougal. McDougal tries a centering pass, but there's no one there. It is instead controlled by Fallon. He pushes it ahead. It's collected by number 24, Owen Letty. He pushes it ahead to Boylan. Boylan goes across the blue line. Boylan tries another pass over to Fallon. Fallon corrects it after a deflection. Shoots, Saved by Markman. Dangerous rebound, but they couldn't corral it. Instead, it's corralled by Rohan Gervais. He pushes it on ahead. Past the blue line, but there's no one there. Collected by Milton. They try to push it ahead, but they lost control of it. It's pushed ahead by number 20, Jasper Reed. And now Milton has it behind their own net. They push it on ahead, but it's corralled by Eli Bach. Bach tries to push it on ahead, but it's deflected. And now it's Jimmy Fallon trying to break away. Shoots, saved by Markman. The rebound is deflected away from the net. And now it's controlled by Colin Finnegan. He pushes it back to Jacob Gurdon, who pushes it over to Zach Cohen. Tries to push it ahead. Intercepted by Milton. Milton going on the attack. The pass to the center. It's intercepted. And it's taken away by Grayson Badger. Badger now trying to take it ahead. He gets across the blue line. Gets around a defender. Away for another pass over to Aiden Chin. He scores! Timothy Aiden Chin with the goal, and Brookline takes the lead. Once again, some brilliant stick work by Grayson Badger, and a nice find on the pass. Grayson Badger with 2 assists on the day already, and his line mates are having a heck of a time. Timothy Aiden Chin with a nice shot again from the slot in between the 2 face-off circles as he put it to the right side after a pass from the left by Grayson Badger. This first line for Brookline putting in some quality work, and now a 2-1 lead with just under 9 minutes to go in this first period. The face-off is controlled by Zach Cohen. He tries to push it ahead. It's taken away by Milton, dangerously put towards the net, but doesn't go anywhere. Corralled by Milton on the rebound. They put a shot in, it's deflected. Corralled by Emmett Tian. He brings it across the blue line. Tian trying to fight around a defender. He gets around him, puts a shot, saved by Dexter. Emmett Tian and the second forward line trying to get some work in. They've had a couple of nice shots so far, but Ryan Dexter has managed to corral everything. The face-off is won by Milton in their own zone, corralled by number 9. That is Ronan Robinson, who's trying to push it around. Can't do it. It's corralled by Colin Hoey. He tries to get away, but a lot of pressure coming from the Brookline forwards. It goes around the back of the net, and now on the attack is Milton. Number 27, bringing it down the left side, but he's checked by Cohen. Loses the puck, corralled by Stefan McDougall. He pushes it across to Rohan Gervais. He tries to push it back to the other side, but there's nobody there. It's brought by John Walsh inside the Milton zone. He passes it over to number 17, Luke Calcagno. Calcagno pushes it ahead to Carew. Carew over to Walsh. Walsh across the blue line, looking for a pass. It's corralled by Carew. Carew, dangerous attempt, but it's deflected by the Brookline defenders. This time corralled by Calcagno. He pushes it towards the center, but nobody's there. This time another pass to Finn Doherty, and a dangerous shot, but it goes wide. Rebound controlled by Andrew McDonald. He puts on a shot saved by Markman, and the play is dead. Gil Markman with some nice saves to open this first period. 7:33 to go in the first. Brookline with a 2-1 lead, despite the shot advantage going to Milton 7-6. Face-off coming. And this time it's controlled by Brookline. Eli Bach gets away from one player but can't get away from the other. Emmett Tian recovers the loose puck, pushes it ahead. It is pushed ahead once again. Stefan McDougall was chasing it after the pass by Gervais. Couldn't corral it, but then after some passes it's taken away by Gervais in the Milton zone rather. It goes around the back of the net. Gervais and McDougall trying to corral it, battling several Milton players. And now it's Eli Bach who gets it after it rings around the boards a little. He passes ahead. McDougall controls it. Shot, save. Rebound Tian. He puts another shot. It goes wide. And it goes into the neutral zone. And then it's corralled by Jacob Gurdon, who passes it over. But it's lost. And it's corralled by Donovan. Shea Donovan puts on the shot for Milton. Saved by Markman. The wild rebound is eventually corralled by Rohan Gervais. He passes it over to Stefan McDougall, who brings it across the blue line. McDougall passes it over to Gervais, then back to McDougall, then back to number 2, that is Braden Lewis. Braden Lewis tries a centering pass. It gets away, but it's passed back, attempted pass back to Jasper Reed, but it's intercepted by Milton, and they send the clearing attempt on ahead. And that's an icing call, and that was not Stefan McDougall, that was number 6, Owen Erdman, my mistake. Still a 2-1 score in favor of Brookline. The shot count now even at 7 apiece. Both goalies getting plenty of work so far. 5 saves for Ryan Dexter of Milton, 6 saves for Gil Markman of Brookline. the top line back on the ice for Brookline on the forward side. Colin Finnegan wins the faceoff. Badger taps it back to Jesper Reed. Jesper Reed sends a long shot, saved by Dexter. Attempted rebound by Aiden Shin, but it's fought away by Milton. Milton trying to clear, but it's nothing doing. Corralled by Badger, but then it's taken away from Badger by Colin Hoey. He passes it ahead to Carew. Carew trying to get around to some defenders, gives it over to Walsh. Walsh sends it on ahead to the Brookline zone. He goes around the boards, and now there's a battle for the puck in the corner, and it looks like Badger will be the one corralling it. Badger holding it behind the net, brings it around to his left side, sends a long pass on ahead. It gets through several players. Almost corralled by Dexter, but instead it's brought around the back of the net by Finn Doherty. Passed ahead to Walsh. Walsh passes over to Carew. Carew trying to bring it across the blue line. He sends a shot, saved by Markman. Rebound by John Walsh on the left side. Tries to send a pass around the boards, gets away from Carew. Corralled by what looks like number 4, Colin Hoey, but he has to send it back. Shot by Jimmy Fallon. No, that's by Boylan. Shot by Boylan, but it's deflected away and cleared away by Brookline. Now corralled by Ronan Robinson behind the net. He sends the pass on ahead to Fallon. Fallon tries to get it out, but it's blocked by Brookline. That's Jacob Gurdon on the block, and now a couple of players fighting for it. It gets sent back to the Brookline zone. Corralled by Zach Cohen of Brookline. He sends it off the boards, but almost collected by a Milton player, but instead it's Stefan McDougall going on the attack. He gets across the blue line with his line mates. Sends one on ahead to the goalie, easily deflected by Dexter. Almost corralled the rebound by Emmett Tian. He couldn't, but instead it's eventually corralled by Cohen. He sends a long shot wide. Gurdon tried to creep past the blue line. Couldn't do it. Breakaway for Milton. The shot goes wide. Owen Letty with a nice chance, but couldn't do it. Oh, a hard check on McDougall, but the puck is corralled by Gervais, and it looks like we've got a battle going on back in the Brookline zone. A hard check on Stefan McDougall, and I believe it was number 13, Jimmy Fallon, who put on the hard check on McDougall, took him off his feet. Brookline was starting to go on the attack by Rohan Gervais, but instead they're going to call a penalty, and I was wrong. He wasn't Fallon on the check. And we have our first penalty of the game after that hard hit, and Brookline will be going on the power play. Big opportunity for Brookline here to take a 2-goal lead if they can take advantage of the man-up situation. Rest holding conference as we wait for the scoreboard to show us the jersey number of the guy who was just sent to the penalty box after the hard hit on Brookline's Stefan McDougall. 2-1, still the score in favor of Brookline. 4:26 to go in this first period, and Brookline about to get 2 minutes of power play time in what has been an even game so far shots-wise, but some nice moves by Brookline's top line have given them a 2-1 lead, despite some nice play by Milton's second line for their first goal of the game. The refs coming over to both benches to explain the penalty, and it looks like it'll be number 22 getting a 5-minute major. What a turn of events this is. Rob Ricciardi, the senior defender for Milton, gets the 5-minute major penalty. Ooh, a 5-minute major for a hit to the head. Rob Ricciardi going a little too hard on Stefan McDougall there, and we've got the power play out. Face-off, battle for it. It's sent to the corner where it's corralled by Colin Finnegan. He sends a pass along behind the boards to, I believe, either Badger. Yes, to Badger, who passes it over to Aiden Shin, then over to Badger, then back to Gurdon, then over to Badger, then down low to Aiden Shin. Timothy Aiden Shin controlling the puck in the left corner. He sends a centering pass, but it's deflected away. Now it's controlled by Grayson Badger. Sent ahead to Finnegan, over to Vish, over to Finnegan. Shot saved by Dexter, corralled by Vish. Sent back to Aiden Shin. He spends the shot, deflected. Now trapped in the left corner. And a battle for the puck controlled by Finnegan. Finnegan puts another shot, saved by Dexter once again. now the second power play line comes on with 4:20 left in this 5-minute major power play, 3:45 left in the period. Face-off is controlled by Jimmy Fallon of Milton, and now he's trying to run with it. Running with it, Eli Bach on defense. Jimmy Fallon comes around the back of the net, looking for an option. I think he's just stalling it out. He passes it behind to Ronan Robinson. Ronan Robinson clears it on ahead. Some nice killing of time by Jimmy Fallon. It's collected by Eli Bach behind the net. He passes it on ahead, but it's intercepted. That's Fallon again. He puts on the shot, saved by Markman. Jimmy Fallon with some nice moves on the penalty kill here as he goes around the back to kill some clock. And then in a second chance, gets a shot on net despite being a man down. Gil Markman with a nice glove save once again. Face off. Fight for it in the center. And eventually it's corralled by Brookline. Brookline bringing it out of their own zone. This is Grayson Badger coming across the blue line. Trying to fight through a defender, loses control of it. And everybody goes sliding into the net, and the net gets dislodged, and that'll stop play. Grayson Badger once again trying to get around his defenders. He's been doing very well at that, but not this time. As the puck got away from him, he lost his balance, was taken out by his defender, and both Badger and his defender slid into Ryan Dexter in net and dislodged the net. So we had a dead puck there. Milton for a second had 5 players on the ice, so one guy had to come off. We got another face-off, and it looks like we might have a false start on the face-off. It is Colin Finnegan facing off against Bobby Carew in the left face-off circle in the Milton zone. Face-off almost won by Brookline, but instead won by Milton, and it's cleared by Finn Doherty. Jasper Reed chasing down the puck. He sends it around the boards to Ellis Vish. Vish sending it back to Reed. Reed holding it behind the net, looking for a passing option. He gives it over to Vish on his right. Vish bringing up the puck, gets around one guy, brings it out of the Brookline zone, sends a pass ahead to Badger, but it's lost. And now it goes back behind the Milton net, sent by Dexter into the corner. Now a battle for the puck in the corner. Nobody's coming cleanly away with it. And now it's Badger coming away with it. Sends a pass back to an open Jasper Reed. He sends a shot wide. Rebound. Shot by Brookline again. Missed. Badger collects it. Sends it back to Reed once again. Reed with another slap shot. Doesn't even get to the net. Stopped by the defender. Sent back out, but back to Reed. Reed sends a pass over to Badger, I believe. Then back to, I believe that's to Colin Finnegan, rather. He tries a centering pass to Aiden Chin, but nothing doing. Loose puck is eventually corralled by Timothy Aiden Chin. Gives it over to Badger. Badger tries to send it away from traffic, but can't do it. And it's cleared away by Milton. Ellis Fish chasing down the cleared puck as Brookline shifts the lines. He passes it ahead to Zach Cohen. Zach Cohen corralling it. Passes it over to Vish. Vish trying to get out of the Brookline zone. He sends a pass over to Stefan McDougall. McDougall gets across the blue line but loses control of it. It's corralled by Ronan Robinson. Ronan Robinson clears it for Milton. It goes over to the Brookline zone. Zach Cohen chasing it down. Cohen corrals it behind his own net. Cohen passes it over to Jacob Gurdon. Gurdon tries to send it across. Intercepted. Shot by Colin Hoey. Saved by Markman. Almost rebounded by Milton. But then it's corralled by Rohan Gervais after a nice check by another Brookline player. Gervais sends it on ahead to McDougall. McDougall brings it across the blue line. McDougall coming down his right. Passes behind to Emmett Tien. Tien brings it to the right corner. Passes it over to McDougall behind the net. Back to the corner to Emmett Tien. It gets away from Tien. Corralled by Gervais. Sends it back to Zach Cohen. Cohen sends it ahead to Gervais. Gervais sends it across over to Gurdon. Gurdon with a shot. It's in! That might have been deflected by Stefan McDougall. With 56.6 seconds left in the first period, we have another Brookline goal. 3-1 now the lead. A nice shot by Jacob Gurdon. May have been deflected by Stefan McDougall. However, the goal is scored. It is a nice power play move by the second unit. And Brookline takes a 2-goal lead here in the first period, 3-1. We'll hear from the PA announcer who they officially give the goal to. But Brookline now with a comfortable 2-goal lead over the Milton Wildcats. Faceoff is won by Milton, but it's a battle in the neutral zone, and Eli Bach gets it and clears it on ahead for Brookline. Ryan Dexter sends it around the back. And they give it to Stephen McDougal. As Milton tries to clear, it's corralled by Brookline, sent back to Vish. Vish sends it ahead to Grayson Badger. Badger slowly controlling it, sends it back to Eli Bach. Then over to Vish. Vish sends it to the center. Oh, a dangerous chance, but nothing doing. It's deflected away by the defenders. They attempt to clear it. Gets it past the blue line, but it's corralled by Bach in the neutral zone. Bach sends it across to Vish. Then ahead, and an attempted pass from Finnegan to Aiden Chin is intercepted, but Milton couldn't corral it, and it's brought by Bach from the Brookline zone on ahead. Aiden Chin tried to pass it across the blue line, but it was intercepted and cleared by Milton. Stephen McDougal with the power play goal off the nice pass by Jacob Gurdon, and that is how the first period will end. Still 34 seconds left on the 5-minute major penalty for Rob Ricciardi. And Stephen McDougal, who took the hard hit that produced the penalty, also gets the power play goal off a pass from Jacob Gurdon. And Brookline takes a 3-1 lead as a result. A goal from Milton by Jimmy Fallon, assisted by Jack Boylan, responded to by goals from Colin Finnegan and Timothy Aiden Chin, both assisted by Grayson Badger. And then the power play goal by Stephen McDougal, assisted by Jacob Gurdon. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan here at Walter Brown Arena in Boston, Massachusetts. Brookline leads Milton 3-1, and I will be back for the start of the second period. Hello, and welcome back to Walter Brown Arena on the campus of Boston University in Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I'm here covering some Bay State Conference boys hockey between the Brookline High Warriors and the Milton High Wildcats. Brookline with a 3-1 lead after the first period, courtesy of two even-strength goals, one by Colin Finnegan and one by Timothy Aiden Chin, both assisted by sophomore line mate Grayson Badger, while the third goal came on a power play, the result of a 5-minute major for a hit to the head by Milton's Rob Ricciardi. A hit to the head against Stephen McDougal, who then capitalized on the power play, scoring off an assist from Jacob Gurdon. Milton's lone goal so far was actually the first goal of the game as they took a temporary lead, scored by Jimmy Fallon off an assist from Jack Boylan. So we get ready to start the second period with the power play still underway, 34 seconds left on the 5-minute major penalty against Ricciardi. Brookline coming out once again with Gil Markman in net. He finished with 12 saves in that first period, while Milton's Ryan Dexter finished with 8 saves out of 11 shots on net. And we get ready for the opening face-off of the second period. It's won by Colin Finnegan and Brookline. It's sent back to Ellis Vish. Vish sends it ahead, crosses the blue line into the Milton zone, but nobody there, so Milton corrals it. An attempted pass is intercepted by Grayson Badger. He sends it back to, I believe, Jacob Gurdon, who tries to pass it ahead to Timothy Aiden Chin. Aiden Chin has it in the corner. It's collected by Badger in a battle for the puck. It's collected by Milton and attempted to clear. It bounces back past Gurdon, and it's chased down by Ellis Vish, who goes around. Oh no, he does go around the back of his own net, pushes it over to Gurdon, who pushes it ahead to Aiden Chin. Aiden Chin tries to push it ahead. Bad bounce, and it's cleared instantly by Milton. Back to the Brookline zone. Collected by Gurdon, passed over to Vish. Vish loses control of the puck. It's taken by Bobby Carew. Carew passes over to John Walsh, but Walsh can't corral it. Walsh with another centering pass, intercepted by Brookline, and cleared ahead by Jacob Gurdon, who now comes off the ice as Dexter stops the puck, and it's corralled by Colin Hoey. Hoey trying to skate out of his own zone, but he's chased down by some Brookline players, passes it ahead to John Walsh. Walsh passes it on ahead. Jack Boylan trying to chase it down, but we have an icing call as the penalty has finally come to an end. Brookline coming away with one power play goal in the 5-minute major. And ironically enough, it was Stephen McDougal who scored the power play goal after being the victim of the hit to the head by Milton's Rob Ricciardi. So now back at even strength, we get ready for the face-off in the Milton zone. It is won by Milton and sent around behind the boards almost controlled by Jack Boylan, and then almost controlled by Owen Letty, but instead taken away by Rohan Gervais. Gervais brings it across the blue line. He's heading towards the net. He goes around the back of it, still with the puck. He's getting pinned in the corner by Milton. 4 players fighting for the puck, and it's brought out by Owen Letty. He tries to clear it, sent back to Jesper Reed. Jesper Reed whiffs on an attempted shot, and it's taken away by Milton. Owen Letty tries to pass it ahead to Boylan. It gets away from Boylan, goes around the back of the net, and it's just owned by Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon sends a pass back to the defenders, then passed over to John Carey. John Carey with the shot, saved by Markman. Rebound is corralled by Jack Boylan. Boylan trying to fight away from some defenders. He sends it back to Carey. Carey with another shot, saved by Markman. Sent into the right corner, and the attempted clear is over the boards and out of play. A couple of long shots by the defender, John Carey, from Milton, but both saved by Gil Markman. It looks like neither shot was on goal, as the scoreboard has not counted any additional saves for Markman. The shot count is 13-13, and the faceoff goes towards the Milton end, but it's being chased down by Badger. Grayson Badger corrals it. He tries to send it in a centering pass, but it's taken away by Hoey. Colin Hoey brings it around the back of the net, stolen by Brookline. A pass is sent back to Eli Bach. He tries to shoot, deflected by Milton, and now a dangerous chase, but it's corralled by Ellis Fish in the Brookline zone. He brings it around the back of his own net, sends a pass around the boards. It is collected by Badger, who passes it over to Finnegan. Finnegan sends it across the blue line, tried to chase down Timothy Aiden-Shin, but couldn't get it. Instead, Milton with control of it. They bring it across the blue line, dump it into the Brookline zone, go behind the net. A battle for the puck. It's won by Milton. Shot saved by Markman. A loose puck is corralled by Jacob Gurdon. He tries to pass it away, but it's controlled around behind the back of the net by Milton. Sends it into the center again, blocked by Markman. Rebounded by Milton. Another centering pass, dangerous this time, but no shot. It's whiffed. An attempted clear is corralled by Milton. A long shot deflected by a Brookline defender. Another shot deflected by a Brookline defender after a rebound by Milton. Milton once again controls it, sends it back to Ronan Robinson. Robinson tries to send it around the back to number 16. He tries to send it in the slot. Corralled by Bish. He sends it on ahead. And then another pass ahead to Grayson Badger. Badger heading towards the net. Loses control. Tries to pass it back. Braden Lewis trying to chase it down for Brookline. Couldn't corral it. And instead it's John Walsh trying to bring it out for Milton. He gets across the blue line. Gets around Jasper Reed. Heading towards the net. He goes around the back. Tries to poke it in. But can't do it. Stopped by Markman. Walsh corrals the rebound. He's still controlling it. Skating around, sends the pass into Finn Doherty. Doherty brings it out from behind the net. He's pinned by Jasper Reed. He sends the pass out. It's corralled by Carew. Carew tries to pass it back. Taken away by Gervais. Gervais trying to push it ahead, but it's corralled by a Milton defender and pushed ahead. Now the pass is sent to Finn Doherty. He brings it across the blue line. Shot saved by Markman. Milton with some dangerous pushes here as we get ready for a face-off in the Brookline zone. Milton, of course, trailing 2 goals right now, so the pressure is on them to provide the offense, but Brookline cannot sit on their laurels this early in the game. 11 minutes to go in the second period. Still plenty of hockey left to play as Brookline wins the face-off in their own zone. It's corralled by Colin Finnegan. He sends the pass on ahead to Aiden-Shin. Aiden-Shin sends a long pass to Badger. Completes the pass across the blue line. Shot saved by Dexter. Loose puck rebounded by Carey. Carey tries to push it ahead. It's deflected and eventually goes out of play. Carey with the attempted clear. It was deflected, I think, by a Milton player and then deflected by a Brookline player into the Brookline bench. And so that'll lead to a neutral zone face-off leaning towards the Milton end. Face-off won by Milton, but it's chased down by Aiden-Shin, who deflects it towards Badger. Badger gets it in the right corner. He's fighting for it with Carey. Puck goes away. Finnegan's shot deflected. Doesn't get there. Carew with the rebound. Carew trying to clear it. Kicked ahead by Vish. Vish sends it into the corner with his kick. It's corralled by Badger. Badger tries to center it, but nobody there. Jack O'Brien chases it down and deflects it. And it's passed ahead. O'Brien tries to send it into the Milton zone. And a hard hit. That might go against O'Brien for an elbow to the head. This could be a dangerous penalty for Brookline. Play stops. And it looks like Jack O'Brien will be heading to the penalty box. We'll see for how much time he does it. Looks like he elbowed a Milton player in the head. This could be a dangerous penalty for Brookline, just as it was for Milton in the previous period. Nope, this is just a 2-minute penalty. Still dangerous. A man-up situation for Milton. The face-off is controlled by Carey. Carey brings it around behind the net, passes it over to Boylan. Boylan sends it back to Walsh. Walsh with a wrister, and it's in! John Walsh with the power play goal to bring it back to a 1-goal deficit. Just 11 seconds into the power play after the penalty against Jack O'Brien. Some nice puck movement by Milton there. John Carey sent it around behind the net to Jack Boylan, who sent it from the corner back to John Walsh, who sent the long shot that scooted under the leg of Gil Markman for the second goal of the game for Milton. Score now 3-2 in favor of Brookline. Face-off. Battle in the neutral zone. It's corralled by Brookline. Sent ahead around the back of the net into the left corner. Milton controls it, passes it on ahead. It's controlled by Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon brings it across the blue line, trying to control it. He sends a pass on ahead to Owen Letty. Owen Letty controls it around behind the back of the net, but it's taken away by Brookline. Emmett Tehan sends it on ahead, and then the pass attempted over to Rohan Gervais by McDougall. Misses, but then the attempted Milton clear goes to Jack O'Brien. He passes, and then it goes back to O'Brien. O'Brien tries to send it on ahead, deflected, and now it's being chased by Tehan, McDougall, and Fallon. Fallon wins the chase, sends it back to a defender who tries to pass it on ahead, intercepted by O'Brien. O'Brien gets it across the blue line, and now he's got it in the left corner, tries to center, but nobody there. Fallon controls it, sends a ricocheting pass over to Boylan. Boylan brings it across the blue line for Milton. Boylan trying to get around his defender, and he tries to send a shot, but it's deflected by a Brookline defender who then clears it on ahead. Being chased down in the right corner. It's controlled by Ronan Robinson. Robinson tries to clear it, but intercepted by Finnegan. Finnegan sends it into the corner, and now it's controlled by Badger, who gives it to Aiden Chin. Aiden Chin tries to center it, deflected, and controlled by Milton. Milton trying to send it on ahead, but it's intercepted by Ellis Fish in the neutral zone. He tries to send it ahead, and it looks like we've got an offsides. I believe it was Grayson Badger who touched the puck before he could cross the blue line, and they'll call an offsides. We'll have a neutral zone face-off leaning towards the Brookline end. After the offsides, 3-2 now the score in favor of Brookline. The face-off goes careening over to the Milton end, and chasing it down will be number 25, Jack Vaughan. Vaughan tries to get it out, battle with a Brookline player, and now Milton tries to send it on ahead. It's controlled by number 27. Milton takes the shot, saved by Markman. Tyler McNeil brought it across the blue line for Milton. He puts on a shot, saved by Gil Markman. Another nice glove save by Gil Markman, who wears the glove on his right hand there. A Brookline zone face-off, and there's a battle for the puck. It's eventually controlled by Milton. Dangerous chance, but the shot goes wide. Brookline trying to clear it. They can't get it out of their own zone, but now they do. Sent ahead by Emmett Tehan. It is corralled by John Carey of Milton. He brings it around behind his own net, being chased, and he sends it on ahead to number 8, but it's taken away by Brookline. Jack O'Brien gets it, tries to send it on ahead, but deflected. Dangerous chance, but Brookline deflects it away. Now trying to send it on ahead. That's McDougall with the puck, and he's being checked by number 17, Luke Calcagno, who takes the puck away, tries to send it around the boards. Milton trying to clear it. They can't do it just yet. John Carey with the puck. He almost brings it around behind his own net. Calcagno controls the puck now. He sends a pass around behind the boards, and it's tried to send ahead by Robinson, I believe. Couldn't do it. And instead it's sent ahead back past the blue line into the Brookline zone, but Brookline quickly clears it with some help by Zach Cohen and Jack O'Brien. And it looks like we've got an icing call against Brookline. So we'll have a face-off in the Brookline zone after the icing call. And the face-off is won by, for a while, it's being contested, but now Milton seems to have it. Walsh sends it over to Carew. Carew over to Doherty, who had a dangerous chance, but the shot gets deflected away. Doherty brings it through the corner, tries to pass it back. Eventually it is passed back to number 21, then ahead to Carew. Carew with a shot, saved by Markman, and he covers up. A dangerous chance by Carew. Not a lot of visibility there for Gil Markman, but he still manages to just barely make the glove save and then cover it up before a rebound chance. Some nice efforts by Markman, who currently has 15 saves on the day. And the faceoff is won by Brookline, and they bring it on ahead. This is Caleb Weldon, I think. Or it might be Timothy Aiden Chin. Either way, Milton takes away the puck and clears it. Zach Cohen corralling the puck. Brings it back, tries to send the pass ahead. He sends it ahead to Badger, who tries to pass it ahead to Colin Finnegan. Finnegan corrals it, passes over to Badger. Badger with some nice stick work, gets across the blue line. Taking it by himself, spins around, tries to send the pass. He gets the pass across, but it's taken away from Zach Cohen. But then Badger recovers. Some nice stick work once again. Heads towards the net, passes back to Finnegan, who tries to center it to Aiden Chin, but it's lost. And it's taken away by Hoey. Hoey tries to get across the blue line, but it's taken away, corralled by Gurdon, I believe, who then tries to clear it. Lost in the neutral zone to Milton, but then Milton tries to send it ahead, and it's corralled by Aiden Chin. Chin then sends it ahead. Corralled by Dexter behind the goal, rather. Milton trying to control it and trying to clear it. Colin Hoey tries to send the pass ahead, and it's deflected up and over by Boylan. Now John Walsh gets across the blue line. Shot saved by Markman. Another dangerous chance, a borderline 2-on-1 for Milton. But John Walsh's shot goes right into the chest of Gil Markman, who now has 17 saves so far, in comparison with 14 for Ryan Dexter. We'll have a face-off in the Brookline zone. 5:41 left to play in this second period. 3-2 in favor of Brookline. Milton wins the face-off. It goes back to John Carey. John Carey sends it around the boards. And it's in the center. Corral, shot scored! That's a goal for Milton. What a sneaky shot. The pass was sent deflecting around the boards, deflected into the slot, and then a soft backhand sent in. I think it was Bobby Carew who got it past Gil Markman. And we've got a tie game here, folks. 5:33 left in the second period, and this period has belonged to Milton. 2 unanswered goals to tie up this game. The power play goal scored first. And now we have the equalizer scored, I believe, by Bobby Carew. And now Milton on the attack once again. Bobby Carew with another shot deflected away by Zach Cohen, goes wide. Brookline now trying to clear it. Grayson Badger bringing it across the blue line. Badger trying to corral it. It's taken away by Milton. Now John Walsh bringing the puck across the blue line into the Brookline zone. Gets around a defender, goes around the back of the net. Walsh still controlling it. It's taken away by Zach Cohen. Zach Cohen trying to clear it, but it's controlled by Finn Doherty. He sends it back around the corner. Carew takes it away from Cohen, and now Walsh gets it behind the back of the net. He tries to send it in, and a fight for the net, fight around the net, but for the puck, it's sent into the corner. Milton still controlling it. Bobby Carew now with the puck around the right corner. He sends it back over to Walsh. Walsh tries to send a centering pass, but it gets away. Cleared by Brookline, and this will go straight to Dexter. Tie hockey game here, 3-3, and a dangerous chance for Milton as they caught Brookline changing, but the shot goes wide. Brookline corrals the rebound, pass over to Emmett Tian. Tian loses control of the puck though, and it's corralled by John Walsh. Walsh sends a pass, but it's intercepted, taken away, and it's corralled by McDougall. McDougall sends it in to the Milton zone, and we've got an icing call. No, we've got an injured player down. That's a Brookline player down on the ice. Appears to be holding his shoulder, and that's Stephen McDougall, the freshman who scored the power play goal in the first period after taking a hard hit to the head from Ricciardi. Now appears to be down and hurt. He's being tended to by the Brookline trainer, and it looks like he'll be coming off the ice and going into the locker room. Got to be safe with that. Got to make sure he's okay. As the trainer tending to him just beyond the benches.
Keep up the pressure, Milton!
And we'll have a neutral zone face-off after the injury stoppage. Face-off is won by Brookline. Grayson Badger past the blue line. Shot saved by Dexter, and he just manages to corral the loose puck. Smart play by Dexter. Couldn't corral the puck on his first save of Badger's shot, but he manages to reach it with his stick, pull it back into where he can cover it up with his glove. Ryan Dexter with 15 saves so far tonight, compared with 17 by Brookline's Gil Markman. And we have a Milton zone face-off. Puck is dropped. Battle for the puck right around the face-off circle. It goes into the corner. Someone's still trying to corral it. It's taken by Boylan eventually. He tries to pass it on to Fallon, gets away from him. Jasper Reed trying to push it ahead. Can't do it. And after a battle for the puck that featured a hard hit, it is eventually sent into the Brookline zone. Attempted clear by Brookline, but they can't do it. Corralled by Fallon, pass to Boylan. Dangerous chance, but it's poked away by Markman. Brookline now trying to clear. A pass skips away from Badger. Milton sends it on ahead into the Brookline zone. It's corralled behind the net by Ellis Vish. Vish sends the pass on ahead. It deflects away from the intended receiver, but it's corralled by Badger. Badger has it stolen away. Owen Letty with the pass to Boylan, and it's deflected by a Brookline defender. Brookline tries to clear, but it goes back to Hoey. Hoey with a long shot, but it bounces off Fallon. And now a pass out ahead. Grayson Badger on the breakaway shot. Saved by Dexter. A rebound shot by Badger, but it goes off the back of the net. Brookline fighting for it in the corner with Milton. And it's corralled by Rohan Gervais. Gervais centering pass, dangerous chance, no good.
Nice work, Jimmy.
Jimmy Fallon bringing the puck ahead for Milton. He crosses the blue line, but it's poked away from him. He's still trying to control it. Puck is taken away, controlled by Emmett Tian. He sends a pass around the boards, but it's taken by Boylan. Boylan pushes it ahead, but it's taken away by Tian. Tian now bringing it into the neutral zone, trying to get across the blue line. Long shot saved by Dexter. And we have a dead puck once again after the save by Dexter. Shot count now even, just as even as the goal count. So both goalies with 17 saves as Brookline starting to bring the pressure late in this second period after blowing a 2-goal lead. It was 3-1 coming into the period, now 3-3 the score. The face-off in the Milton zone, still battling in the face-off circle. Neither team getting control of it. Now it's Brookline. Attempted push ahead by Badger, couldn't do it, but the rebound is being battled for. It's controlled by John Carey of Milton. He tries to get it into the neutral zone, and now it's being brought ahead by number 27 of Milton. Shot saved by Markman. Tyler McNeil with another shot to the glove side, once again stopped by Gil Markman. 2:15 to go in what is now a very tightly fought contest. 3-3 the score. One shot could change the entire game now, as we have a face-off in the Brookline zone. Once again, they're battling in the face-off circle. It's corralled by Milton. Pass back and then back ahead to Bobby Carew. Sent around to John Walsh behind the net. Dangerous pass towards the slot, but it gets deflected away. John Carey with the deep shot. Glove saved by Markman. Gil Markman now with 19 saves on the night so far. Ryan Dexter with 17 for Milton. 3-3 the score, 2:02 left in the second period. Brookline zone face-off, and we've got a whistle. So they'll be dropping the puck again. Colin Finnegan facing off against Bobby Carew. Finnegan wins the face-off, and it goes back to Grayson Badger. Badger trying to corral it, but it gets taken away. John Walsh has it in the corner, tries to pass to Carew. It's taken away, and then the attempted clear is deflected to Walsh, who sends a shot, saved by Markman, and it goes back into the netting after bouncing over the net and over the boards. So we have another dead puck after it hits the netting that rests over the back boards, and we'll have another Brookline zone face-off. Face-off won by Milton. Walsh tries to send it in, but it's deflected. Controlled by Emmett Tian. Tian tries to send the pass ahead. Controlled by Hoey. He sends it ahead to Walsh. Walsh with a shot saved by Markman. Milton brings the puck around the back of the net. It's passed back to Robinson. Robinson passes it over to Hoey. Hoey with the puck. looking for an opening. He tries to pass it ahead to Walsh. Walsh eventually corrals it, sends it back out to Hoey. Hoey has his pass deflected, but it goes into the right corner to Walsh. Walsh tries to pass it on ahead. Tries to center it, but it's taken away by Gervais. Gervais tried to clear it, but it's deflected away. Now the puck being sent around the back of the net. Controlled sort of by Brookline, but then taken away by Milton. Finn Doherty sending it down into the Brookline behind the net. And it's corralled and then shot again! That's a Milton goal! That's Bobby Carew once again. After Walsh's shot was stopped, Carew corralled the rebound. Another save by Markman, but then Carew corralled the rebound once again and put it past Markman for his second goal of the night, and Milton's fourth. What a comeback by the Wildcats so far, as they take a 4-3 lead with 1:06 in what has been a dominant second period. They have scored 3 unanswered goals. Face-off now won by Colin Finnegan. He brings it across the blue line. Brookline now on the attack. He gets pinned in the corner, tries to send a pass back, but it's taken away. Boylan passes over to Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon across the blue line. Shot goes high. It goes around the corner, controlled by Colin Finnegan. He passes it over to Grayson Badger. Badger coming across the blue line by himself, outnumbered 2-1. He goes around his defender, tries to center the pass to Aiden Chin. It gets deflected away. Brookline still trying to control the attack, but the puck is taken away. It's Jimmy Fallon once again. He goes across the blue line. And the pass goes to Owen Letty. Owen Letty tries to send a centering pass. Dangerous shot. Oh, but Boylan couldn't control the puck. He had the open net, but he didn't have the puck. Milton still controls it. A long shot goes way wide, but it's controlled by Carey. Carey tries to send it in, but it's deflected by a defender. Now Brookline with the puck, trying in the neutral zone, trying to get across. Zach Cohen sends the shot wide. And off the rebound, off the backboards, it is caught in the air by Ryan Dexter. 7.1 seconds left in this second period. Milton now with a 4-3 lead after a goal by John Walsh and then 2 goals by Bobby Carew. Now we have a Milton zone face-off with 7.1 seconds left. And it is controlled by Milton. Finn Doherty trying to clear it in the final seconds, and that'll do it for the second period. Boy, what a game this has been. Brookline with 3 unanswered goals following Milton's first, but then Milton answers with 3 unanswered goals in the second period and now has the lead 4-3. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan at Walter Brown Arena here in Boston, Massachusetts. I will be back for the third and final period of play in this wild Bay State Conference contest. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Walter Brown Arena on the campus of Boston University in Boston, Massachusetts. I am still Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan here covering what has turned out to be a very exciting Bay State Conference boys hockey contest between the Warriors of Brookline High School and the Wildcats of Milton High. Milton scored the first goal of the game in the first period on a goal by Jimmy Fallon, but were then answered with 3 consecutive goals by Brookline, scored by Timothy Aiden Chin, Colin Finnegan, and Stephen McDougall to take a 3-1 lead at the end of the first. But then Milton with 3 unanswered goals of their own in the second, scored 1 by John Walsh and 2 by Bobby Carew to take a 4-3 lead. And now we get ready for the third and final period. Milton leading 4-3 as we get ready for the period's opening face-off. Face-off is sent back to Milton. Colin Hoey sends it ahead to Finn Doherty, who then passes ahead to Bobby Carew, brings it across the blue line. He passes ahead to John Walsh. John Walsh trying to get around his defender. He tries to send a centering pass, but nobody's there. The puck corrals back to Ronan Robinson, who sends it back into Walsh, over to Carew, but his shot goes off the back of the net. He corrals it, brings it back around the back of the net, sends it over to a defender, shot wide. Rebound corralled by Robinson. Robinson tries to send it around the back of the net. Too slow, but it's corralled by Walsh. Walsh with another dangerous centering pass, but it's taken by Ellis Fish around the back. He tries to clear it, but it goes back to Hoey. Hoey sends it back in to Carew. Carew trying to control the puck, sends a pass into Walsh into the corner. Walsh brings it around the back of the net, sends a pass over to Robinson, but it's taken away by Timothy Aiden Chin, pushed ahead, but then corralled by Doherty, pushed ahead. His push is intercepted, but then a battle for the puck, and Milton controls it, pushes ahead, another battle for the puck, and now it's taken away by Brookline. I believe that's Grayson Badger taking the puck across by himself. No, it's Ellis Fish, and he pushes it ahead. Corral's zone rebound, dangerous centering pass, almost made it with Rohan Gervais, but he couldn't finish. Brookline corrals it, sends in another long shot, deflected away. Rebound corralled by Rohan Gervais, and then Ellis Fish, another dangerous sending pass to Emmett Sheehan, but it gets deflected away. A successful clear by Milton, bouncing off the boards, and that'll be an icing call. So Milton with the early push, but then Brookline responds with a couple of dangerous chances as they will be fighting to get the tie. Shot count currently, Milton 26, Brookline 20. 22 saves by Brookline's Gil Markman, 17 by Milton's Ryan Dexter. Face-off won by Milton. Corralled by number 17, Luke Calcagno. He pushes it around the boards, but it's corralled by Brookline. Eli Bach sends it inside, around behind the boards, and it's picked up by Milton. They are trying to clear it. Almost lose control of the puck, and we've got a battle for the puck now. It goes into the neutral zone, controlled by Jacob Gurdon. Gurdon pushes it ahead for Brookline. It's corralled by Brookline, and now Emmett Sheehan picks it up. He pushes it on ahead. It goes to the back boards after a deflection by Ryan Dexter. Controlled in the corner by Calcagno, but then taken by Gervais. Gervais sends a centering pass, deflected. He gets the puck again, brings it around back, tries to center pass again, but the net was dislodged. So a dislodged net leads to a dead puck, and we'll have a face-off in Milton's zone. No, it'll be a neutral zone face-off as the first line comes back on for Brookline. Colin Finnegan tries to push through, but it gets it to Colin Hoey, who clears it. Owen Letty pushes it ahead to the corner. Jack Boylan chasing it down, but his centering pass is taken away by Colin Finnegan. Finnegan trying to clear it on ahead, but Hoey grabs it and pushes it ahead. But his push is corralled by Zach Cohen. Cohen now trying to clear it. An errant pass behind the net. It's taken away by Owen Letty. Letty controlling it, tries to send a pass over to Boylan, but it's intercepted. But it's deflected over to Ronan Robinson. Robinson pushes it into the corner where a battle for the puck ensues. It's now controlled by Boylan. Boylan sends a pass back to Fallon. Fallon sends a centering pass to Letty, but it's deflected away and goes all the way back to the Milton zone. Dexter controls it, sends a pass ahead to Hoey. Hoey gets around one player, trying to pass it out of his own zone. He passes it ahead to Letty. Letty tries to push it ahead, but it's taken away by Brookline. Oh, the pass is intercepted by Boylan rather. He tried to send it ahead to Letty, but he missed him. Brookline trying to clear, taken by Robinson. Shot deflected away by a defender. Rebound controlled by Boylan, but his push back is intercepted by Grayson Badger. Badger across the blue line. Badger with a backhanded shot goes wide. Rebound controlled by Milton. They're trying to clear it now. Puck is taken by Eli Bach in the neutral zone. He passes, and then the pass ahead to Tien. Tien gets decked by Hoey as Brookline tries once again to push into the Milton zone. Eli Bach comes across the blue line, sends in a long shot, saved by Dexter. A hard hit by Colin Hoey in the midst of that struggle. Brookline still pushing into the attack zone, and an attempted shot by Eli Bach probably would have gone wide, but a glove save by Dexter. Braden Lewis now taking the faceoff for Brookline, but it's won by Milton. But their attempted clear goes back to Bach. Bach passes it back to Ellis Fish. Fish tries to send it off the boards, but it's intercepted by Milton. Then Milton loses control of the puck, and it's taken away by Brookline. They push it ahead. Milton trying to push back, and they get it away from Owen Erdman. And now they're on the attack. A dangerous centering pass. Almost shot in, but missed wide by Milton. Brookline trying to clear it. Rohan Gervais trying to get away, but he gets checked. A push by Milton is deflected by Gervais, but then it goes back to Tyler McNeil. McNeil sends it back to number 11. Shot saved by Markman. It's corralled by Eli Bach, and he clears it on ahead, and that's going to be an icing call. A shot by Owen Radley of Milton is saved by Gil Markman, who now has 23 saves on the night, but 4 goals allowed. As Milton has brought the fire. Brookline, meanwhile, with 22 shots, 3 goals, and 19 saves by Ryan Dexter. Face-off in the Brookline zone is pushed ahead by Brookline. but they can't quite get it out of their own zone as Milton once again fighting for it. Eventually the pass goes to Zach Cohen. Cohen sends it around the boards. Over to Timothy Aiden Chin. Aiden Chin tries to push it ahead, but it's taken away by Milton. It's pushed into a battle for the puck. Still battling along the boards. And eventually it's cleared ahead and out of play by Brookline.
Nice work, Red. Keep it up, Red.
Brookline needs to get on the attack if they're going to come back. 10 minutes, 20 seconds left in this game as they trail Milton 4-3 in what is a crucial conference game for both teams as they fight to climb their way up the standings in their respective divisions. Face off in the Brookline zone, won by Milton. Robinson tries to send the pass ahead, but now there's a battle for the puck along the boards. Puck gets loose. Ellis Fish sends it around the boards. Braden Lewis tries to pass it on ahead. The pass is deflected, goes into the neutral zone, pushed ahead by Ronan Robinson, but then corralled by Brookline. Bennett Lindblom tries to send it on ahead, but couldn't be chased down by Marcus Pius, and instead it's sent back into the Brookline zone by Milton. Lindblom controls around the back, but loses control of the puck. It's taken by number 13. 13 passes behind the net, and it's passed back to, but lost by Brookline, lost by Milton. Caleb Weldon tried to corral it, but Milton took it away, sent it back into the corner. Milton still with control of it. Jimmy Fallon with a shot saved by Markman, and then the rebound is cleared out by Brookline. Brookline now skating with it. The puck is sent ahead, but now Milton gets it. They're trying to catch Brookline in a shift change. Jimmy Fallon with the puck. Shot is saved by Markman. Turned away with a stick save. Brookline controls the rebound. They try to pass over to Eli Bach, but it's deflected away. John Walsh trying to take it. Now Brookline takes it. That's Owen Erdman, who's trying to push it ahead. It gets deflected away. Caleb Weldon trying to chase it down. He passes it, gets away from Walsh, and eventually gets over to one of the Brookline players. That's Emmett Tian, trying to push it into the attack zone. Ryan Dexter falls on it. And we'll have a Milton zone face-off after Dexter covers from the long push into the attack zone by Emmett Tian. First line back on the ice for Brookline as Finnegan, Chin, and Badger come back out for the offense. Zach Cohen and Jasper Reed back on defense. Face-off is won by Milton, and they send it back around the boards. Finn Doherty trying to corral it and send it on ahead, but there's a battle for the puck. He manages to corral it and pass it over to a teammate who tries to clear it, but Jasper Reed blocks it and then sends it back into the Milton zone. Puck is corralled by Milton, sent ahead to Doherty, then sent ahead to Carew, who clears it all the way over to the Brookline zone, and it's John Walsh chasing it down. John Walsh with the puck in the corner. Dangerous centering pass. Finn Doherty with a shot saved by Markman. Doherty controls the rebound, brings it over to the left corner, but a battle for the puck is corralled by Brookline. Aiden Shins is a long pass ahead to Badger. Badger gets across the blue line, but the puck was behind him and it's offsides. A chance for a breakaway by Grayson Badger, but he couldn't quite corral the long pass by Timothy Aiden Chin, and it gets called for an offside. 8:14 to go. Still 4-3 the score in favor of Milton. Emmett Tian getting ready to take the face-off. But it's still battled for, but it's pushed back to the Milton zone where it's corralled by number 10, pushed ahead to 25, who then pushes ahead to 27 across the blue line, but the puck is stolen away by Emmett Tian. Tian now going fast, going across the blue line, tries to pass over to Gervais, gets away from him into the left corner. Gervais chases it down, tries to corral the puck, but it's taken away by Milton. Goes around behind the net. Now there's another battle for the puck along the boards behind the net. 4 players battling for it. Nobody has control of it just yet, but now Milton gains control. Passed ahead to number 16, and attempted to pass to 25 is taken away. Lost, goes wide of him, taken away by Gervais. Passes it back to a defender, then passed ahead across the blue line. It's corralled. I think that's Badger. Grayson Badger trying to corral it, but he gets outnumbered by the defenders and it's taken away. Brookline controls it, sends a shot in, saved by Dexter. Milton with the rebound, and they're trying to clear it now to get it into the neutral zone, but it's corralled by Brookline. Ellis Fish sends it back into the attack zone. It corrals behind the back. Milton tries a clearing pass, but it's taken by Badger. An attempted centering pass, but it's wide of Chin and taken away, but now Finnegan takes the puck away. tries to go around down to the corner. Milton manages to push him against the boards and corral the puck. Pass is corralled by Brookline, sent back to Gurdon. He sends it into the net. It's deflected. Finnegan couldn't get control of it. Milton controls it, clears, and gets the icing call. Brookline now trying to push. They have 25 shots now. 22 saves by Ryan Dexter, who is trying desperately to protect that lead that Milton has built. 4-3 with 6:48 left to play. Face-off is won by Brookline. Gervais sends it back to Gurdon. Gurdon sends it back around the corner. And Milton tries to corral it. Owen Erdman pushes it, but then it's corralled again by Milton. A battle for the puck ensues. And it looks like Milton's going to win it. Jimmy Fallon with the puck. He's trying to push through, gets past the blue line. He sends a pass, but it's intercepted by Brookline, cleared ahead. Rohan Gervais trying to chase it down, but it's corralled by Ronan Robinson. Robinson sends it into the neutral zone. Over to Boylan, pass over to Letty. Letty trying to get it away, deflected over to Jimmy Fallon. Fallon going around his man, going around the back of the net, looking for a shot. He's down on his knees now after he slips. He sends the pass back. It's sent ahead to Boylan, but Boylan whiffed on the one-timer on the pass from Howie. It goes around the back of the net. Milton corrals it again, but then it's sent over the boards. Dead puck. Owen Letty was trying to push it in behind the net, but he sent it too high, and it goes over the boards, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Milton responding to Brookline's pushes with pushes of their own as they try to maintain their lead. 5:59 to go in this game. Milton leads 4-3. Face-off won by Milton. They push it ahead. It's taken by Carew. Carew trying to fight through several defenders, but it's eventually taken away and cleared, but only back to the blue line. Shot by Walsh. Gets through everybody, but goes wide. Rebound by Carew. He pushes it through. Finn Doherty pushes it around the back to Walsh. Walsh tries a dangerous centering pass, but it was too crowded, and it gets collected by Chin. Chin passes ahead to Badger. Badger gets around a defender, goes across the blue line, an attempted pass, gets deflected away, collected by Rosenthal. Ben Rosenthal passes it over to Badger. Badger then passes it over into the corner, and attempted centering pass by Finnegan, but it hits traffic, taken away by Finn Doherty. Doherty gets into the neutral zone, but loses control of the puck. Ellis Fish tries to clear from the Brookline zone, deflected by Doherty, and now it goes into the right corner. Milton bringing it around, that's Bobby Carew. He tried a pass, deflected by Jasper Reed, and then on the rebound, Doherty tried the shot, but goes wide. Now after the deflection, Emmett Tien controls it, goes into the attack zone, shot saved by Dexter. Rohan Gervais tried to control the rebound, but it's taken by Milton. Milton sending on ahead, an attempted pass for Walsh. It gets away from him, and it's corralled by a Brookline defender. Passes over to Marcus Pius, but it's taken by Colin Hoey, and a pass inside is deflected. Battle for the puck now. Inside the Brookline zone, Rohan Gervais passes it ahead to Emmett Tien, but it gets away from him. Taken by Milton, pushed past the blue line, but corralled by a Brookline defender, Gurdon. Gurdon pushes it ahead. It's into the neutral zone now as they vie for the puck. Jacob Gurdon once again pushes it in. It's into the attack zone. Grayson Badger takes the puck. He's trying to go through about 3 defenders, can't do it, and it's taken away by Milton. It's pushed ahead to number 25. 25 with a shot saved by Markman. Rebound. Battling by Milton, but Ellis Fish trying to fight for it, but it's corralled by Milton. Send it around behind the boards. And now another battle for the puck. Milton wins again. And they try to send a centering pass. Taken away by Brookline. We got a breakaway. This is Grayson Badger all by himself. He scores! Grayson Badger! A heads-up pass. I didn't see who made that pass, but Grayson Badger was all of a sudden all by himself. They must have caught Milton trying to make the shift, and Badger did not waste the opportunity as he scores the equalizer for Brookline. 4-4 now the score with 3:49 left to play. The sophomore winger now with a goal and 2 assists. And they're going to give the assist to Colin Finnegan as the faceoff goes down in the Milton zone. Chased down by Timothy Aiden Chin. The pass is deflected but goes to Badger. Badger passes to Chin. Chin tries to center it, but there's nobody there but Milton players, and Dexter covers it up. Huge play by Grayson Badger off the heads-up long pass by Colin Finnegan. A nice work between the upperclassmen and underclassmen. The face-off in the Milton zone. It's corralled by Brookline. Shot is saved. They try to corral the dangerous rebound, but they can't, and it goes around the back of the net. Emmett Sheehan tried to center it, but nothing doing, and it's taken away by Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon goes across the blue line into the attack zone. He's being defended by Vish. He sends it around the boards. Looking for Letty. Letty tries to corral it, but he's outnumbered by Brookline players, and it's pushed ahead into the neutral zone. Milton recontrols it and pushes it back into the Brookline zone. Fish gets it, clears it back into the neutral zone, but it's taken by Boylan and immediately into the attack zone, and they're going to call offsides. They're going to say the puck went over the blue line and that Boylan had to take it back over with two of his teammates already over there. Boylan was trying to get the puck before it crossed the blue line so they could keep on the attack, but instead we have an offsides call with 3:03 left to play. We will have a neutral zone face-off leaning towards the Brookline end. Puck drops and we have a battle around the face-off dot. Eventually corralled, still battling for it actually, in the neutral zone now. It's corralled by Colin Hoey. He tries to push it ahead, and we're going to have another offsides call as they try to battle through several Brookline defenders. A collision of about 6 players right at the blue line, and someone must have stepped offsides, as now we have another neutral zone face-off leaning towards the Brookline end. And the face-off is won by Timothy Aiden Chin. He tries to send the pass ahead, but it's taken away. Push to Bobby Carew. Carew trying to get around his defenders. Shot save. Markman. He pushes it away from the net, but it's eventually corralled by Carew. Passes over to Doherty. Doherty passes back to Carew. Carew tries to center it for Walsh, but it's poked away by Markman. Walsh controls it, goes around back in the net. Tries to pass it, take it away. Ronan Robinson controls it, sends a shot, goes wide. Controlled by Jasper Reed. He tries to clear it. Nothing doing. Controlled by Carew. Sent into the corner to Walsh. Walsh with the centering pass, but nobody's there. It bounces back to Robinson. Robinson trying to control it, but it's poked away by Chin. And now Badger once again goes past the blue line. He tries to pass, but a nice deflection by Colin Hoey. He laid out to deflect the pass by Grayson Badger, who now corrals it, sends it back to Vish. Shot and saved by Dexter. A heads-up play by Colin Hoey. He was at first one-on-one with Badger, but then Colin Finnegan was heading for the slot. Badger tried to push the pass to Finnegan, who was wide open, but Colin Hoey laid out to deflect the pass, and now we have a face-off in the Brookline zone. Face-off is corralled eventually behind the net by Emmett Sheehan, but he loses it, and now it's Milton on the attack. The deflecting pass goes to Jimmy Fallon. Shot saved by Markman. He was all by himself after it deflected away from Zach Cohen. Rebound being fought for, and Brookline takes it around the back of the net. Emmett Sheehan pushes it ahead. Gervais tried to control it, but it was taken away by Fallon temporarily, but then Gervais controls it. He clears it over the heads of everybody, and then John Carey corrals it, pushes it ahead to Owen Letty. Letty gets across the blue line, pushes it into the corner. Letty recontrols it, tries to pass out to Boylan, but it's poked away by a Brookline defender and cleared. It's rolling all the way down to the Brookline zone. Corralled by John Carey. Carey tries to clear it, but it's deflected by Brookline. They recontrol it, and they're going to say that it was swatted, I think, by Finnegan, who was trying to get the puck down so that he could go on the attack, but he didn't drop it enough, sent it too far forward, and so with 1:11 left, we'll have a face-off in the Brookline zone. A nice attempt on the attack by Finnegan, but swatted it just a little too much, couldn't get it down. Those hand control rules are so difficult to abide by sometimes, and we've got a timeout now with 1 minute, 11 seconds left in this game, tied at 4. An exciting game it's been in this Bay State Conference game between the Brookline Warriors and Milton Wildcats. And it's Brookline that calls the timeout. 1 minute and 11 left in regulation as they get ready for a face-off inside their own zone. Just 1 goal so far this period, the breakaway score by Grayson Badger as he caught Milton on a shift. And a heads-up pass by Colin Finnegan found him all alone, and he took advantage, faked out Ryan Dexter, who's had a solid game in net saves-wise, 24 saves but 4 goals allowed. By comparison, Gil Markman with 27 saves and 4 goals allowed. As we get ready for the final stretch of regulation, we may be heading to overtime. And the whistle blows as the timeout ends. And we get ready for the Brookline zone face-off. Colin Finnegan against Bobby Carew, a matchup we've seen several times tonight in the face-off circle. 1:11 left to play, score tied at 4. And they're sending Finnegan away from the face-off circle, and Grayson Badger will take his place. Face-off won by Milton, goes back to Walsh, he tries to send the pass in, can't do it. Another dangerous chance, but it's plugged up by Markman and several Brookline defenders, and they cover up for a dead puck. Some dangerous passes right into the goalie box by John Walsh and Bobby Carew. Markman and the Brookline defenders desperately covering up there, and we'll have another Brookline zone face-off. Once again, Finnegan versus Carew. This time, the face-off almost shot immediately by Doherty, but it goes wide. Now 1 minute left. Doherty corrals it in the corner for Milton. Tries to send the pass back, goes back to Walsh. Walsh with a centering pass. Oh, that was a dangerous play. Colin Hoey had it right in front of the net, but Markman with a wall right there. Just an absolute wall for a huge save. 46.1 seconds left. And what a threat here by the Milton Wildcats late in this game as we have another face-off in the Brookline zone. And we've got another timeout called. 46.1 seconds left. And this time Milton calls the timeout after a couple of really dangerous chances. Puck sent right into the goalie box. But Gil Markman standing tall and laying out to provide a wall for Brookline. No counted shots on goal in either of those sequences, but the puck was right in front of his face with a Milton player also right at the puck, and he managed to stop it both times with some help from his defenders on the first chance and getting it done all by himself the second time as Colin Hoey, almost the hero on that second face-off sequence. The whistle blows and the Milton timeout concludes. And we get ready for another Brookline zone face-off between Carew and Finnegan. This time it's cleanly won by Finnegan. Ellis Vish corrals it, sends it around the boards, and it's collected by John Walsh in the neutral zone. He tries to pass it ahead, but there's a battle for the puck. Carew takes it past the blue line. He's being chased by Vish. Vish deflects an attempted centering pass, so instead Carew sends it around the boards behind the net. It's corralled by Chin. Chin tries to clear it, goes back to 17. 17 with a shot, saved by Markman. Rebound by Doherty. Another shot, scores! Finn Doherty buries it after the saved shot by Luke Calcagno. Finn Doherty collected the rebound, sent the shot from just beyond the right face-off circle, goes past Markman, and we now have a 5-4 score in favor of Milton with just 23.9 seconds left. Brookline wasting no time there, pulling the goalie immediately for the neutral zone face-off. 23.9 seconds left, and this is where it'll all be decided. Face-off won by Brookline. Zach Cohen corrals it. Cohen brings it around behind the back of the net, passes over to Eli Bach. Bach tries to send a pass, it gets away from one guy, but then over to Emmett Tian. Tian tries to push it ahead, but it's deflected. And we got an icing call against Milton. So we'll have a Milton zone face-off with 10.6 seconds left. Brookline trying to play a man up with a pulled goaltender. And they pull both defenders, it looks like, to bring out two more. Nope, it's just a defensive substitution. I thought maybe they were bringing out two defenders. I thought maybe they were bringing out two more forwards, but instead it's Ellis Fish and Jacob Gurdon. Face-off, skips past Ellis Fish. Fish corrals it, 6 seconds left. They got to get it into the Milton zone fast. Fish pushes it on ahead. And it's corralled by Dexter. He drops it to let time expire. And Milton comes away with the 5-4 win. What an epic contest that was. A shame that someone had to lose. But ultimately, Milton comes away with the win after a fifth goal is scored by Finn Doherty with less than 30 seconds left to play. A heartbreaking loss for the Brookline Warriors. A heart-thrilling win for the Milton Wildcats. Brookline's record now drops to 9-7 overall, 9-7-1 I should say, and 3-6-1 in league play, while Milton improves to 5-8-3 overall and 4-5-2 in league play. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Wrapping up this broadcast, we'll have post-game final stats and possibly a post-game interview after this. So stay tuned for some final thoughts after this. Final score, Milton 5, Brookline 4. I'm Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, and I'll be right back. Hello, thank you for tuning in again. I am still Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, and I'm here at Walter Brown Arena in Boston, Massachusetts, where we just saw a thrilling hockey game that unfortunately someone had to lose. Final score, Milton 5, Brookline 4. I'm here with Brookline coach Mike Yanovich. Coach, as I said, epic contest, and to come out on the losing end of that one, that's got to be tough.
Yeah, that was definitely back and forth hockey, but Milton made the least mistakes, and we made one more mistake than they did, and that's the result. So a little bit disappointing, but it was a good hockey game to watch.
Absolutely. And on the positive side, that first line of yours, one goal from each guy, some really great puck movement, some great passing, two great passes by Grayson Badger to set up his line mates, and then Colin Finnegan with the heads-up pass to a wide-open Badger for the equalizer. You got to like what you see from your first line when each guy gets to score.
Yeah, they're flying. They're one of the best lines that Brookline has seen probably in 20-plus years. They've had some real chemistry. They weren't together at the beginning of the season. They kind of found each other, and I think they're one of the better lines in the Bay State. Never mind, non-league games. The Bay State's a tough league to play in, so we're lucky to have that talent, and hopefully they keep finding the back of the net as we get towards the playoffs.
Absolutely. And then, of course, the other guy that found the net, Stephen McDougall, he had to leave the game with an injury. Of course, we're all hoping he's okay. Is there any status on him at the moment?
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a sprain. A little bit. You never know when Stevie's injured. So the fact that he was out of the game, we know that he's hurt. He's a freshman that he's probably the hardest working. Actually, I shouldn't say probably. He is the hardest working player on the team. So missing him out of the lineup is a big hole. But yeah, we definitely missed him, and hopefully he'll be back on the ice. We got a night off tomorrow night, back on the ice Friday for senior day on Saturday. So hopefully he's in the lineup come Saturday.
Absolutely. Now, of course, in a game like this, the tough part was the second period. What do you think changed there after you guys had such a great first period?
We just came out flat. They came out throwing the body. Defensively, we had a lot of lapses. I think it's more mental. Once a couple mistakes are made, you need to rebound. And as I said to a couple other people, we've learned for years on this team to lose, and we're finally learning to win. But we still have growing pains. When things go wrong, we still have to fight to get back to where we are now without falling back to where we used to be. So it's mental. We'll get through it, and I'm glad it happened now because playoffs are coming up, the states are coming up, and I think it was a little bit of a wake-up call.
Yep. So as you get ready to make your final push, what's the key for this team? What do you take away from a game like this?
Just consistency. 3 periods of hockey. That's kind of been our struggle all year. I think we underachieved a little bit because we we weren't consistent. We weren't playing 3 full periods in games. Similar situation in the Walpole game. We were up 3-1. So it's just consistency and fighting through adversity during games. But I think this is a good wake-up call, and we'll rebound.
Yes. As you said, you got your senior night game coming up. You said it was Saturday?
Saturday, yep, noontime here at Walter Brown Arena against Nauset High School.
All right, and you got plenty of hardworking seniors on this team. Fans will be sure to want to come out and honor those guys, without
Absolutely.
a doubt. All right, well, Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you for doing it again. Thank you.
My pleasure. All right, that was Coach Mike Yanovich of the Brookline Warriors boys hockey team, coming off a very hard-fought but tough 5-4 loss to Milton. Final stats, we had 1 goal and 2 assists by Grayson Badger, the sophomore winger. 1 goal and 1 assist from Colin Finnegan, the senior center. 1 goal from Timothy Aiden-Shin, the last member of that first line. And then 1 power play goal by Stephen McDougall off the assist from defender Jacob Gurdon. Of course, as you heard, McDougall had to leave the game with an injury after taking a number of tough hits, so hopefully he'll be back soon. Hopefully he'll be back for Saturday's game. Final save tally, 28 saves for senior goalie Gil Markman. A hard-fought night, but unfortunately on the other end of those 28 saves was 5 goals allowed. Like I said, hard-fought contest, tough that someone had to lose. But to wrap things up, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan here at Walter Brown Arena. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in. I hope I provided a good broadcast for you, and I hope to have you listening again the next time I come out here. Thank you again. Good night.